Alright, YouTube, here for painting my firearm. This is the FN510 Tactical. I have everything taped off that is mechanical to keep the function of the firearm. I have my paintbrush. And I have my paint. So the prime is going to be black 2.0, and then later on you'll see me paint it with black 3.0 over the black 2.0 primer. Alright YouTube, let's have at it. Just get a little bit at a time. Make sure to get out as much crap as possible because it is a brand new brush. Alright, let's have at it. If you're wondering, this is not my first time painting with acrylic. Although this is my first time painting with this type of acrylic. Go ahead and move the guys up a little bit more. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what's going on. Obviously, it's not gonna look the best because I'm going to have a lot of space that I can't paint that I want to paint, but I still think it's gonna look very, very cool. So stick with me in a few next episodes and you'll see a very cool paint job on something you've never seen done before. The world's blackest pistol. Very cool. Alright, so a lot of people make the mistake of trying to paint it. It's not paint, well, it is paint, but it's not traditional paint. It is acrylic paint, so you have to treat it a little bit different. Will this affect the functionality of the fire? No, it shouldn't. Will this affect the cool factor of the fire? Yeah. Alright. Gonna need some more paint. I'll just put a really tiny amount on my painting block, which is a plastic plate. Of course, I am going a little bit messy, but that doesn't matter. That's why I taped it off. So that way I would be able to paint this the way I like painting acrylics. And that's what the importance is, having fun with this. It's an art project. You gotta have fun with it. If you're not, then having fun, then what's the point? It is definitely looking like I only will need one, maybe two coats of this black 2.0. I bought enough that I could do 2 or 3 coats if I really wanted to. It seems to dry quite quickly too as well, which is a good thing. But it won't fully cure until tomorrow. This paint is expensive, but I can definitely tell already it is worth it. And don't worry, the firearm does have a magazine in it, but it is not loaded. The magazine is just to keep the function of the firearm protected, obviously. Bye-bye factory logos. Because you do not exist anymore. And yes, it may look like I'm flagging myself, but I'm not. Just relax. This is Fun Painting with Joey from Heir Apparent and Metal Fate Zero. I heard a lot of people talk about how thick the paint is. It's really not all that thick, honestly. It's as thick as acrylic is supposed to be. A lot of people that are using this paint obviously are not artists, just saying. Or they don't have that niche of experience that is required in such things as this. I am so happy doing this, man. It is so cool. Painting with the world's blackest paint. Amazing. And this is only 2.0. Wait until I put 3.0 on it. Oh yes, superb. I'm happy. Definitely worth the money if you're interested and you're not sure whether or not you'll like it. Yeah, as long as you have a use for it, that's cool, then you will definitely like this paint. Some more paint, it looks like. A little bit more paint. Clean up some globbage. Clean my brush off a little bit. Alright, get a little bit more paint. Always important to keep this shaking up. And not to overdo it on the paint too as well. It is acrylic, so don't pour out a whole bunch at a time. Man, I'm getting this stuff all over me. Give me 1 second. I'm holding a firearm that isn't light, so it's obvious I'm gonna get this paint on me. Nice, nice, nice. Doing a little bit of some touch-ups. Alright. Moving along, YouTube. Obviously, I'm going to have to wait until the top dries enough that I can hold it, but we'll get down as far as I can go. Who would have thought that the hardest part to paint on this is the texture? Alright, although it's not completely dry up top, it's dry enough for me to hold it. I'll just have to touch up some paint later on. Alright, so